The nursing home director, who was starving World War II veterans to death, picked the wrong day to slap a 94-year-old Marine in front of 15 Hells Angels. Tommy Miller was visiting his uncle Walter at Golden Sunset Care Center when he heard the slap echo down the hallway. He ran toward the sound and found Director Patricia Hoffman standing over a fallen elderly man. Walter was on the floor, his lip bleeding, reaching for his walker.
"You filthy old bastard!"
Patricia screamed.
"How dare you accuse me of stealing?"
"You are stealing," Walter gasped. "The food money, the medication funds, all of it." Tommy helped his uncle up while 14 other Hells Angels filled the doorway. They'd been visiting another veteran down the hall. "What's going on here?" Tommy demanded. Patricia straightened her designer suit. "Mr. Miller fell and is making wild accusations." "I didn't fall," Walter protested. "She hit me because I found out what she's doing to us." That's when Tommy noticed something horrifying. His uncle had lost at least 30 pounds since last month. "Uncle Walt, when did you last eat?" Walter's eyes filled with tears. "They give us one meal a day now, sometimes just crackers and water." Every biker in that hallway tensed like coiled snakes. "That's dementia talking," Patricia said quickly. "We serve 3 full meals daily." "Then you won't mind if we check the kitchen," said Hammer, the Hells Angels president. "You can't do that," Patricia protested. "This is private property." "Call the cops then," Hammer suggested. "Let's get this all on record." Patricia went pale but tried to maintain control. "Everyone out before I call security." That's when a weak voice came from another room. "Please help us." The bikers pushed past Patricia to find horrors in every room. Veterans, heroes who'd stormed beaches and liberated camps, lying in soiled beds, skeletal, dying. "She's been stealing everything," whispered James Chen, a 92-year-old Navy veteran. "Selling our medications, our food budget, even our personal items." Tommy found his uncle's war medals missing from his room, his grandfather's watch gone, his photos of fallen brothers sold. "Where are his things?" Tommy asked Patricia dangerously. "Probably misplaced," she said nervously. "Dementia patients hide things."
If you believe bikers and veterans are good people, click the like and subscribe button to show us your support.
That's when Walter pulled out his phone, hands shaking. "I'm not demented, and I recorded everything." He had weeks of evidence, videos of Patricia taking cash from families, audio of her telling staff to cut meals, footage of her loading veterans' belongings into her Mercedes. "You old fool!" Patricia lunged at Walter. Tommy caught her wrist and squeezed until she dropped to her knees. "Touch him again, and you'll need a nursing home yourself." "I'll have you arrested for assault," Patricia screamed. "Please do," Hammer said, recording everything on his phone. "Let's get police here right now." Patricia tried to run. 3 bikers blocked her path. "Sit down," Tommy commanded. "We're having a conversation." While they waited for police, the truth came out through the veterans. Patricia had been stealing for 2 years, cutting meals to 1 per day, watering down medications, letting veterans die faster to free up beds for new victims. 27 have died, James whispered. "We tried to report it, but she said nobody would believe senile old men." The bikers found the kitchen nearly empty, 3 bags of white bread and some peanut butter to feed 48 veterans. Patricia's office told a different story: designer goods, expensive whiskey, and bank statements showing she'd stolen over $2 million. "That money was meant for these heroes," Tommy growled. Patricia tried one last manipulation. "They're dying anyway, so what difference does it make?" The room went silent, deadly silent. "What difference?" Hammer asked quietly. "These men saved the world, and you're asking what difference?" He pulled out his phone and made a call. "Brothers, we need everyone at Golden Sunset now." Within an hour, 200 bikers surrounded the nursing home, not just Hells Angels, but every club that had veteran members. The police arrived to find Patricia Hoffman surrounded by very angry bikers and 48 starving veterans ready to testify. "She's been murdering them slowly," Tommy told Detective Morrison. "This is serial killing for profit." Patricia laughed nervously. "You can't prove murder when they're already dying of old age." That's when Dr. Sarah Kim arrived. She was a geriatric specialist who'd been suspicious of the death rate at Golden Sunset. "I've examined the records," Dr. Kim announced. These men were deliberately malnourished and denied medications. That's murder. Patricia was arrested on 48 counts of elder abuse and 27 counts of negligent homicide. But the bikers weren't done. They called every news station. By evening, Patricia's face was everywhere. Nursing home director Starv's WWII veterans led every broadcast. Her lawyer got her out on bail the next morning. She thought she was safe. She was wrong. Patricia found her house surrounded by motorcycles. Legal, peaceful, terrifying. Every day, bikers followed her, to court, to the store, everywhere, always filming, always watching. She tried to flee town. They followed. She tried to hide at her sister's house. They found her. This is harassment, her lawyer complained to the judge. They're on public property, the judge replied. First Amendment right to protest. Then more evidence surfaced. Patricia had done this at 2 previous nursing homes, different states, same scheme, dozens more dead veterans. The FBI got involved. Federal charges piled up. Patricia's bail was revoked. At her trial, 90-year-old veterans testified from wheelchairs. Some were so weak they could barely speak, but they spoke anyway. Walter Miller gave the most powerful testimony. "I survived Normandy," he said. "I survived the Battle of the Bulge. I thought I'd die peacefully in America. Instead, this woman tortured us for money." He looked at Patricia. "You're worse than the Nazis because at least they were honest enemies." Patricia got life without parole. In prison, word spread about what she'd done to veterans. She lasted 1 week in general population before an inmate whose grandfather died at Golden Sunset found her alone. Patricia survived but needed a feeding tube for 6 months. Poetic justice, the bikers called it. The Hells Angels took over Golden Sunset temporarily. They brought food, hired new staff, and made sure every veteran was cared for properly. Tommy's Uncle Walter gained back his weight. They found his medals at a pawn shop and returned them. His grandfather's watch was recovered from Patricia's safety deposit box. The bikers established a permanent presence. Every day, club members visit. They bring meals, check on care, and make sure nobody ever hurts these heroes again.
If you love biker stories, check out the link in the first comment.
Other nursing homes in the state got nervous. Good. The bikers started checking them all. They found 3 more facilities starving veterans, 3 more directors arrested, hundreds of heroes saved. Walter Miller lived 2 more years after Patricia's arrest. Good years, dignified years. At his funeral, 300 bikers carried his casket. He'd earned the Bronze Star at Normandy. But he said his greatest victory was exposing Patricia Hoffman. His last words to Tommy were, "We fought evil overseas so you wouldn't have to fight it here, but evil found us anyway. Thank you for finishing our war." The Golden Sunset Care Center has new management now. The walls are covered with photos of the veterans who died under Patricia's care. Not to remember her evil, but to remember them. Heroes who survived war, but were murdered by greed. Patricia Hoffman sits in her cell, fed through a tube some days when other inmates poison her food. She's on suicide watch, forced to live with what she did. Every Memorial Day, she gets a package. Photos of all the veterans she killed, young men in uniform heading to war. The message is always the same. They survived Hitler. They didn't survive you. She'll die in that cell someday, alone, unforgiven, forgotten. But the veterans she starved are remembered. Their names are on a memorial outside Golden Sunset. Fresh flowers appear daily from bikers who refuse to forget. The memorial plaque reads, "They deserved better. We failed them once, never again." Below that, smaller text. "Protected forever by the Hells Angels." Because that's what real brotherhood does. It protects those who protected us all, even if it means destroying someone who thought old veterans were too weak to fight back. Patricia learned the hard way. Veterans never stop being warriors. They just recruit younger warriors to fight beside them. And sometimes those warriors wear leather and ride Harleys and show no mercy to those who torture heroes. No mercy at all.
If you believe bikers are the good people, click the like and subscribe button to show us your support.
I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. Folded hands, your love, support, likes, comments, and subscriptions mean the world to me. Without you, this journey wouldn't be possible. Every view, every share, and every encouraging word keeps me motivated to create more content for you all. I'm truly grateful to have such an amazing community by my side. Let's keep growing together and making this journey even more special. Red Heart.